into the heart of Batu, exploring Olga's Cantina,
That sounded sexy.
where bounty hunters, smugglers, and adventurers gather.
Dang. That sounds good.
Yeah.
All right.
And then, so our key topics today, we're going to talk about the atmosphere.
Don't say it yet because I've already started recording. What?
You didn't start. Have you started recording?
Yeah.
For real?
Yeah. Welcome to It's a Small Disney Podcast, a podcast about Disney stuff. Is that a good intro?
Sounds great.
I'm Eric.
I'm April.
We are not pass holders. We don't get to go to Disney every week, but we've been a lot and we go quite often, and we just want to talk about Disney and how we do it. So, is that a good intro for the first episode? Huh?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
What are we talking about
amazing.
today?
Okay. So, do we need to mention that we're married? We didn't say that we were married.
Oh,
we're married.
You did now. I was going to let it be a mystery, and people that started following that don't know us could be like, I wonder if they date.
Well, we could have Kevin take that out.
Kevin. Yeah, Kevin.
Okay.
Kevin can edit that.
So today we are going to take you into the heart of Batu.
Oh,
where are
my
we
gosh.
going? We're going to go to
Galaxy's
Olga's
Edge.
Cantina.
Well, I mean, you got to go to Galaxy's Edge first to get there.
Okay. But
Now, let me ask you this before we get started.
Mm-hmm.
So, Star Wars, the Galactic Star Cruiser is closed. We didn't get to do that. Did you get triggered when somebody called it the Star Wars Hotel?
No.
Okay, because some people did.
Why?
Because people are crazy. I just wanted to get that out there. I didn't care. You can call it Star Wars Land if you want. Do you get mad if people call it Star Wars Land, or they have to be like correct and be like Galaxy's Edge?
No, you can call it whatever
people get mad about that stuff on the internet. Some people will get mad at you if you don't say things exactly like it's supposed to.
Okay, well,
so if
I could have called it Olga's Cantina with an
Olga's, Olga's,
because that's what I did in the beginning when we first went. I thought it was Olga's, like they were from Ukraine or something.
Oh, like Olga.
Right, Olga. I thought it was Olga's.
Is that
Cantina.
a Ukrainian name?
I think.
You have a friend named Olga.
Yeah, and she's from Ukraine, so that's why I think so. Okay.
All right, so
let's get back on topic.
Back on topic. Start us out here.
So let's first start on the background and history.
Well, we got to tell people what Olga's is.
Okay, well that's what we're.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah, okay.
I was agreeing with you.
So it was first revealed at the D23 Expo in 2017. And then it opened first in Disneyland in May 31st, 2019, and then Disney World, August 2019. And I'll let you talk about exactly what it's supposed to be.
Olga's Cantina is it's a Star Wars bar. It's a Star Wars inspired bar. If you've watched Star Wars, you know Star Wars is part of Disney, blah, 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 all that. But this is a place where you can go to get a drink that kind of reminds you of those kind of bars, the back alley places in all the Star Wars franchise. Now, this is not like supposed to be the cantina that, everybody knows, Luke and them go to on Tatooine and stuff. It's a place inspired by Star Wars.
And you can go and feel comfortable. It's not somewhere that you have to be like a big Star Wars nerd to go to.
Yeah.
You're not going to go in there not having any idea what's going on kind of thing. I feel like they make it so the two different, the people who are big Star Wars people and the people who aren't would enjoy it either way and feel comfortable. So the owner is Olga.
Uh-huh.
And
very lovely. We've met her a few times.
A crime
since
boss.
We've been there. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
As long as you don't piss her off, you're good.
You're good. But so why don't we talk about like the atmosphere of it and the design? So it's a very immersive atmosphere. The lights are a little bit dim. It's very colorful. They have like Star Wars type of music going on, like beats and things like that. They have like blaster marks on the wall.
See,
like
I
artifacts.
didn't. When you were telling me about blaster marks, I was like, oh, I guess you're right, because I just looked at it as like the aesthetic of Star Wars, like in that area, but they really are. It's like people fight.
It's like
been
because
fighting
it's a
in
bunch
there.
of criminals in there. So, and then it's just nods to Star Wars throughout the whole thing. Even like the bar, like behind the bar, you'll have like droid heads displayed that contain the drinks, right? That contain the mixed drinks and everything.
There's the beer, the taps on the where they pour the beer and stuff. Are some of them are lightsabers, some of them are like horns from animals or monsters in Star Wars. So the whole place looks like it was just put together by random stuff from Star Wars.
Like a ship, not a shipyard.
Well, they
but
use
like a what am I trying to say? Like somewhere where there's just parts laying
around.
Like a junkyard.
Junkyard. Yeah. They power the bar by an engine of a Star Cruiser.
Well, and sometimes it will go down and like.
Yeah, they'll have to fire it back
up.
Hit
something with like that wrench, the bartender will, and then everything will come back on. What you will not see is what I thought we would see when we went was like aliens walking around and different characters and things like that. Like you will not see that. Some of your waitresses and waiters will be in character, but they're not like different types of. They're human kind of thing. And they're not dressed in like crazy outfits or anything like that. Let's talk about the drinks.
The drinks, they're all Star Wars inspired. Obviously, like everything else in this bar.
Creatively named.
You're going to find something for everyone. Whether you like certain cocktails or certain spirits or you don't drink at all, there's going to be something for everyone. So the menu... I'm not going to go into details of everything. I think we can talk about some of our favorite drinks and stuff like that. But they have like what they call a fuzzy tauntaun, Jedi mind trick, bloody rancor. I guess if you like Bloody Marys, that's going to be your Bloody Mary drink. Fuzzy tauntaun is a kind of a go-to for people because it has like a buzzing foam on it that like makes your lips numb. But they have a tequila drink, the Outer Rim. My favorite drink is the Jet Juice, and that is a bourbon cocktail. It's made with Maker's Mark bourbon and like a chili liqueur, and it's a smaller cocktail, but some people think you're supposed to shoot it.
No.
When you can, but I like to sip on it. So it's basically bourbon, tequila, there's a vodka, drinks, all inspired made to seem like they would be made in the Star Wars universe.
They're very vibrantly colored.
Yeah. There's the Yub Nub. It's a pineapple rum. It's a Ewok indoor inspired, and you get you can opt to buy like a collector's glass with that one.
$400.
And it's a lot. It's $46.
Who's going to carry that around all day?
It's $46 if you want to get the glass. Then they also have non-alcoholic beverages for maybe kids, stuff like that. They're made with like Powerade, basically lemonade and Powerade.
Most expensive Powerade you'll ever buy.
And then there's also some little finger foods. This is not the place you want to go to if you want to get a meal. They got basically these weird little like charcuterie board style things.
They have gotten better because when we first started going, the charcuterie boards were not that impressive. They're a little bit better now, but they're still very expensive.
Right.
For the amount of food that you get. So.
Yeah. So that's pretty much the menu. It's a bar with
a 45
drinks from a galaxy far, far away.
That's why you wouldn't want to shoot anything.
Yeah,
because you have 45 minutes to just sit there or stand there and chill.
I was going to say because you don't want to just. I mean, this is Maker's Mark bourbon from like another galaxy, though.
Oh my God. Well, it's also spicy, and it's not something that I would want to take.
Yeah, because on
quickly.
the planet where Olga gets her Maker's Mark from,
is it all on
it's
fire?
a spice planet.
It's a fire planet.
It's a spice planet.
It's Fireball.
It's not Fireball. It's not Fireball. There is no Fireball-inspired
Pitbull's
cocktails.
from there.
Huh?
Nothing.
Pitbull?
Fireball.
Oh, my
Dun, dun,
gosh.
dun, dun, dun.
Yeah.
Okay.
Back on track. Yes, let's
So-
go. Let's go with, you know.
What's your favorite drink there? Oh, you
I
just
said it. Yeah, what's yours?
Mine was the Fuzzy Tauntaun once upon a time, but now it
Galaxy
is
Far, Far Away.
that drink, the jet juice.
Jet juice.
Yeah, because it's the Fuzzy Tauntaun is good in the beginning, but then it's there's so much of it and it's so sugary and it's like, oh, it's just, I don't know, it's a lot. So I'm gonna ask you 3 questions. Okay. The first question
F, Marry, Kill.
is true or
Greedo.
false.
Okay.
Okay. Oga's Cantina was the first establishment in Disneyland to serve alcohol to the public. True or
First
false?
establishment in
First
Disneyland.
establishment in Disneyland.
In
to serve
Disneyland?
alcohol to the public. True or false?
True.
False.
I didn't know. I
Club
don't.
33 began serving alcohol in 1967. The next place that did was Oga's in 2019. So they went from 1967 to 2019.
I knew Disneyland was a lot more like weird when it came to like alcohol
Right,
and stuff
yeah.
like that. But
Yeah.
yeah, that exclusive club. Maybe one day we'll talk about it. We probably won't ever be able to visit it because Club 33, you have to have like this expensive
I don't
membership,
know. You
and
probably have it's until like
it's
you have to sign a blood contract.
yeah,
and
probably
everything.
you have to. Yeah. You have to cryo your head one day when you die.
Okay, so speaking of galactic drink names, I'm going to give you a list of drinks, and you tell me which one is not offered at Oga's. Okay.
Okay.
The Blue Bantha.
Okay.
B-Spin Fizz.
Okay.
The Jedi Mind Trick.
Okay.
Or Kyber Crystal Cooler.
It's either the first two. It's either the blue one or the fizz. But you're tricking me because there's a Bantha and there is a, what was the fizz one you said?
B-Spin.
B-Spin. I think it's that one. Fuck.
The Kyber Crystal Cooler was made up in my mind. The Blue Bantha is the non-alcoholic.
Yeah.
And the B-Spin Fizz and Mind Trick are drinks there.
I knew those.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you got me.
Okay. And our final question. DJR3X used to be a pilot.
DJ Rex.
DJ Rex used to be a pilot for what? Okay. The Galactic Trade Federation Freighter, which is a large cargo ship that transports things across the galaxy.
Okay.
The Corellian Courier.
What?
I don't know.
Courier.
Courier. I cannot say that word.
Courier.
Like a...
Courier.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah.
Okay, a fast transport ship specializing in speed and reliability.
Okay.
The original Star Tours attraction in Disneyland. Or the Rebel Alliance recon ship, a vessel used by the Rebel Alliance for gathering intelligence.
His first job was Star Tours.
Ding, ding, ding.
Yeah. DJ Rex was the original pilot for Star Tours. If you go to Star Tours now, did we even say that this is in Hollywood Studios?
No.
But
I
I guess technically it's in Disneyland and Hollywood Studios. Now, if you go to Star Tours, you see C-3PO and R2-D2 are guiding you through the galaxy. But yes, after I heard that he had some mishaps and they had to decommission him, and he had a problem.
Drinking problem.
He would pilot Star Tours under the influence every once in a while. Not a good thing. He never no accidents.
Tauntaun.
But then they recommissioned him, and weird enough, they put him as the DJ in a bar. So shout out to DJ Rex.
Right. So when you hear that music that I was talking about earlier that's being played,
Fireball.
it is it is DJ Rex Pitbull.
Yeah, DJ Rex Pitbull in the house.
Okay, so let's move on now to the tips for visitors and with the kids and things like that.
Yeah.
Okay. So one thing I want to mention is when we first started going, reservations were super hard to get.
Mm-hmm.
Now, not so much, I think, depending on when you go. So I feel like if you're going during like a peak season or one of those times, then you probably need to make sure that you're getting your reservation in advance.
Yes. If you're listening and you've never been to Disney, there's an app called My Disney Experience where you can reserve dining and attractions and things like that. So it is good to kind of plan out, like if you want to go to Oga's, plan on a time. But they do have a walk-up where you could join a walk-up list. So maybe if you have a small party, it's just a couple of people, you want to go there, you can join a walk-up list now. But like April said, it used to be hard to get in there.
And if you are joining the walk-up list, just be forewarned that where you are waiting is not sheltered. So if it's raining
or somebody's fighting above you,
then you need to at least have some cover, maybe pack some umbrellas. I mean, I know people usually maybe have their ponchos or something like that, but we have been caught in the rain there while we've been waiting. And then another thing is standing room versus sitting room. They do have a few booths that you will be seated at. I don't think it depends on how big your party is or anything. We have been sat at a party with a party of 2, and then we've also been sat with a party of 5.
We've sat with a family,
but it's mainly just communal tables, and you're standing at those tables.
People coming to Oga's, they ain't trying to like get a private table in the back. You're lucky if you even get in the building. So you will be standing with people or sitting with people.
You're standing with people, and if you are tired or you have children with you that are cranky and hungry and tired, that can be very difficult when they realize they have to stand for now 45 minutes while mom and dad have fun-colored drinks.
Right. So yeah, make reservations, be prepared to stand, and you have 45 minutes. There is a 45-minute time limit. They kind of get you in, get your drink started, and once that time limit starts getting up, they start, trying to get your bill and all that kind of thing. Those are the main things to be prepared. Also, like April said earlier in the episode, you don't expect to go in and see Chewbacca hanging out at the bar. That would be amazing.
Which I think that would be a great addition.
That would be amazing.
Yes. And there's no reason that he couldn't come in there. He's walking around everywhere.
It's the hair. Olga is very picky about hair.
Maybe it's
drinks.
it's some type of food violation.
He may have
think
an
there's
allergy
any
to it.
violation there? I mean, please, come on.
We want to always mention what it's like going to these places, doing attractions, things with and without kids. We have kids. We went when our kids were in strollers to now they are older and can walk, and then we also go by ourselves. So with kids, I would echo what April said. Be prepared to stand, possibly, and them possibly sit in the floor mad because there's no snacks, and they have to stand instead of sit.
So take snacks with you.
I don't think our kids are particularly fond of the Powerade and lemonade drinks.
Pack some Capri Suns in your diaper bag or in your stroller, and do not waste your money on a Blue Bantha.
Yeah, without kids though, it's party time to me. I think there's a 2-drink limit. We've usually already had some drinks before we went to Oga's, but I'm ready to party. Like, I love that drink. I love the jet juice. I love the atmosphere. I love DJ Rec, and I love interacting with other people. My favorite thing is when somebody is not prepared to stand or sit with somebody, and you see them walk up being like, what was this? Why am I with another family? Why am I with somebody?
So I think this, if you are a introvert, it is your worst nightmare. Okay? When you're an extrovert, this is amazing. And you are an extrovert and I'm an introvert. And so
I get it started. I was getting grandmas to try jet juice.
I'm just sitting there so nervous. I don't know what you're going to do. You're just talking to
people.
Random people. And I'm just like, oh my God, I just want to get out of here. So
that's I think that's the pros and the cons with kids, without kids is you got to be ready to mingle, hang out, try some funny things, and be with other people.
Well, you have to really like drinks also that are not very good. Because
What?
I'm sorry, the drinks are not that good.
Yeah,
No,
I found
they're
this
just
out the other
not.
day that we've been there Olga's 10, 15 times, and you're just now telling me that it is not one of your favorite places.
No, it's not even on the list.
And I have to go every time.
I know, and I go with you, and I love that
I'm
atmosphere.
going by myself.
No, you won't.
I will go
if
sit
you
with some
want to go
grandmas
by
from
yourself,
another galaxy.
you could go by yourself. I'll go to the Brown Derby, and then we'll just meet up somewhere. Because
Brown Derby drinks versus Olga's drinks is a crazy episode that I'm here for.
Well, listen, if I'm going to spend that much money, I want the drinks to be good. I don't want it to leave my mouth numb, and it's just all sugar.
You
There's
don't have
nothing,
to get
the
fuzzy
jet juice
tauntaun.
is the best thing that they have because it's a small amount.
Can't get it anywhere else in Disney?
No, but I could also live without it.
Oh my gosh, that's your opinion.
And it's the same every time you go
All right.
in.
Oh yeah, prices.
Oh my God, I cannot believe you just cut me off. You are
Prices range from about $16 to $25 on the alcohol drinks. Also depends on if you get a souvenir cup. The non-alcoholic drinks are like $7 to $10, and then they also have beer if you're just a beer drinker, and then wine. Everything ranges from about the lowest being $7 a drink to the top being like 22, I believe. And then your food is, the sampler is 22 and the snacks are 12, so $12 to $22. So that's it. That's Olga's.
okay.
I think you got to experience it at least once and then decide how you feel about it if you need to go back. Olga's Cantina, Disney World. It's in Hollywood Studios, Galaxy's Edge, or Star Wars Land. And then it's also in Galaxy's Edge in Disneyland.
You got it.
Is that it?
That's it.
All right. Well, that's an episode.
So why don't we tell everyone where they can find us?
You can find the show itself on Instagram. It's a small Disney podcast. You can follow me, Eric at Whiskey Mutant. I also do bourbon content over there on that. I'm on a bourbon podcast called This Is My Bourbon Podcast. It's on YouTube and all podcasts as well.
God, you're just so fancy. You got so much. Well, I'm a newbie, so you can just follow me, on the podcast page, and that's about it because I don't have anything else going on.
Yeah, you do.
And that's all.
You just like to keep it private. People have to pay for it. Just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Just turn this off.
We'll see you next time. Like I said, follow, like, subscribe, all the stuff. Hopefully we keep the episodes coming out. So this has been it.
Bye.
You good?
I'm good.
You gonna tell them about that other place to find you?
Get off of here. Click that button and turn it off.